up, I know cuffing. You wanna keep busting it, gon' let me know when you can. I love you in so many ways. I know why you never complain. With you, I can never be shamed. And I usually never say never. Look at me today.
Big brother OG in the place to be. Working Man TV. You know how I get down. Realest in the game. Solid. No faking, no pretending. No none of that. I ain't no different from the man that live next door to you. I ain't no different from the individual who stay in the house behind you. Much love to you, brothers. But I got a question to all you divestors. Do you have to be powered up to become a divestor? So what you mean by that, working man? Do y'all have to be juiced up? You know how you take an individual and you have to get in their head and hype them up to do something? Is that what it's taking to be a divestor? Sincerely asking. The reason why I ask that question is because it seems to me every woman out there who claiming to be a divestor or claiming to be divesting, it's like the only way that y'all can become a divestor, you have to stand on the backs of the black man and have hatred for the black man and talk shit about the black man. Because from what I can see, all you divestors out there, the only thing coming out your mouth and the only thing that's really renting space in your head is the black man. It's like we stay in y'all head 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like y'all can't quit thinking about us. It seems to me y'all can't even expand y'all content to a more social level of conversation. It seems to me that y'all are stagnated in hatred for black men and can't grow no farther than that. It appears to me that y'all have to be hyped up and talk ish about black men in order to become a divestor. That's how it appears. Because y'all say y'all divesting, but all y'all doing is talking about black men. Like I said before, if you really divesting, why y'all ain't making channels telling divestors of what you may say is the beauty of divesting? Just talking about the life of divesting. No, y'all got to get on YouTube and build up your divesting standpoints off our backs. Talking ish about the black man. You know? So here's my thing. There's a divestor out there by the name of Divestor Witch who telling all divestors all the evils that she can think of about black men. She's telling divestors, either divest or die. She's telling divestors that black men are killing black women every 5.5 hours. I told y'all, I hide nothing. I'm an ex-convict. I did a lot of time. I got my ish together too, but that's neither here nor there. I did a lot of time. And in the system, a lot of brothers ain't in there for murdering black women. Those statistics are lying. The same people who writing these statistics, the same people who lying on these statistics are the same people who's writing these statistics. Make another race of people look terrible and hide the truth about them when they are the most evilest people on the planet. But anyway, You have this divested witch telling divestors or whoever, females on her channel, to hate black men and don't have nothing to do with them, and if you with them, you will get killed, and eventually you with a black man, you're going to get killed. But what I've noticed is you have Brads killing black women too. You have Brads out here killing men too. You have Brads out here murdering and raping babies. You have Brads who murder and slaughter their whole family. And I know this to be a fact because I was in prison with them. Listen, let me tell y'all a quick story before I continue. I was in the system. It was a Brad in there. And for some reason, I had some gang members that had a lot of respect for the G. They come to my bunk one night and they were like, "Oh, G, what you think about this, man? Such and such. We ought to whoop this dude." It was a Brad in there for raping and molesting his children. Anyway, he had a letter inside of his locker and the letter fell out. These gang members found the letter and read it. The letter was from his father. They found out what happened. Once I read the letter, I sent out the hit. And they demolished Brad in there. Why did these gang members demolish Brad? They demolished Brad in there for the simple fact that Brad raped and molested his own children. So who was these gang members standing up for? Think about it. Anyway, you had this divester telling divestors that if you were a black man, you would be killed and all this and that and blah, 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 blah. But they always hide the fact when Brads killed divestors. They would not speak about that. They will hide that fact and go silent. Well, here's my message to all you divestors. I know y'all don't do black men. That's fine. That's your preference. I respect that. Do what you do. I can care less. But I always tell you, get the message. Do not get the messenger. Don't even see me. Just hear what I'm about to tell you. Never allow any divester to come across her YouTube channel giving you content and not giving you all truth. You got this divester telling you that if you were a black man, that you would be killed, but she will not tell you that it's also possible that if you were a Brad, you can be killed. Because it's happening. So my whole point is this, for any of you divestors out there, if you're gonna be woman enough to have a YouTube channel and make your content and tell these young women to stay away from black men because of this or because of that, also at the same time, be woman enough and be honest enough and be real and tell these women it's also a possibility that over here with Brad, this can happen as well. We cannot hide the irrefutable facts. So young women, listen, let me explain something to y'all. Don't get it twisted. It's evil going on in every community. In every community. Just as well as you may have an idiot black man who murdered a black woman, and I do not approve of that. No one understands at the same time, you have Brads doing the same thing. So divestors, if you're going to tell these women one thing, tell them about the other. Do not be hypocritical and hide the fact. As soon as a black man do something, they all over the YouTube channel. Oh, he did this, he did that. But as soon as a Brad do something, their mouth is closed. That's a faker, a phony, and a hypocrite who's leading you into destruction. Look at the mass shooters. Look at the mass shooters. Look at Jeffrey Dahmer. This man was a cannibal eating body parts. Look back on the times of slavery. There is no other race of men on this planet more violent them Brads. Only thing I'm saying is this here. If you're going to tell a divester that it's dangerous to be with a black man in a relationship because you can be murdered by one of them, at the same time, you need to tell them that it's a possibility that they can be murdered by Brad too. Ronald Kidwell was just yesterday. I can go down a list of names. So women, do not be no fool. I'm not telling you not to divest. You do what you choose. Only thing I'm telling you is if you're going to do anything, use your brain. Do not be stupid. Do not allow an individual to come across their YouTube channel and tell you when you cross the street, you only need to look to the left, but don't look to the right. Because when you crossing that street and you only got your eyes one way, your ass can be hit by something another way. Never get it twisted. So I say all that to say this right here. Divested witch, I challenge you. I challenge you to go live and open up your panel and allow me, out of all respect, to come on your panel and have an open discussion with you about the facts and irrefutable proofs of the violence of Brads and how Brads are still murdering divestors to this day. I beg you and I dare you to bring me on your panel. Send me the information. I'll open up that link. Let's have a live in front of the world to see. I would bring my irrefutable proofs and prove that just as well as you can be murdered by a black man divestors, you can also be murdered by a Brad. Any female out there with a platform, I dare you to send me the link and let's have an open discussion on your panel so the world can see. Peace out, brothers. Love all you kings.